Hello, hello, and welcome back, everyone, once again to another playthrough, or another episode of the playthrough of Pathologic 3. I believe we're up to episode 10. Well, honestly, thank you all so very much for sticking with me for all this time. In the last episode, we started with day 5. We successfully managed to diagnose all 3 patients, including the vagrants. And what a sad yet kind soul that is. Unfortunate to lose such a beautiful light in this world. Anyway, it's too early to dwell on something so depressing, so we'll move quite on. We are going to continue today with day 5. There were a few items that we needed to cross off our list. One of the things is, of course, finding out who stole the morphine from the medicine cabinet. But also, we wanted to... Well, I personally want to get rid of the sand plague that is apparent in one of the districts. I believe I've located it. Same place as Isidore's office, I believe. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that. The only issue is that I don't believe we have enough reagents to do that using my wonderful little lament configuration, whatever it is. The prototype, I believe it's called. So, with that outlined, we're going to go ahead and dive right into it today. I believe the very last thing we did when we left off. Yes, you can tell by the somber music. Oh, okay, we're loading in, very good. You can tell by the somber music that we have indeed ended the day and saw the play. Hip hip hooray, it was very depressing. All right, we kind of lost it towards the end there, but the point is nope, what am I doing? We're going to go back to the clock. We are going to repeat this day. Ooh, more days open up before us, but we are not quite done yet with what we've already explored. So, let's take a look at our little mental map of the day. Let's see here. Failure. Isidore is dead, killed on the day. I did try to unlock this. This didn't turn anything too loose. Femme Fatalist is waiting for me in the Stillwater's living room. A couple days ago, I promised Yulia Lyurachieva to find... By the way, I do want to point out, look at me! I pronounced that quite correctly. I know I had some difficulty before, but here we are. Well, you jinx it. Lyurachieva. Luria, because it's a tongue twister, that is. Anyway, we're going to see about in the latter days to see about putting in a good word for her for the Canes. Let's see what we have. Truly Canes are family with friendship. Very good. Building connections. Yesterday, the water carrier proved usefulness. I'm glad it'll now help in command on a permanent basis. Very fine. But what we need to do... Pulled from the ground. I saved Ruben. I still need to speak to Ruben. But the main ish is that building connections, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not undoing that. Despite the fact, I think regardless of how early I get there, I don't think I can save that poor stepbride's heart. But honestly, they were already, infested with sand pest, so their days were numbered their hours were numbered as it is. So we're going to keep that path as it is. I think the only thing that I can keep here is this. Is there really nothing else? Where is the... No, that's fine. Someone's closest friends, yes. Another way of doing things differently. But what can I become? The past... I need to find a mechanical clock to restart time. I already done that. Right. Simon's closest friend and ally was a local healer. Is there Barack, perhaps knowing something I already knew of his fate? I've undone it. Permitted to go outside and risk my neck for the ungrateful, all the joys of true freedom. Trapped. My path through the horrors is clear to me, and the people of this town hall are safe, for now at least. Okay, we're just going to repeat this day. Our diagnoses is set, and we got it all correct based off this hip hip hooray. Ah, yes, now I remember. And also the issue there was that was that I don't have enough of the staff that I need in order to make sure that I have this all done. The only other issue is that I'm not seeing any areas where it says of the morphine theft. All right, whatever. Maybe it'll make itself apparent in this new day. All right, here we go. Start of a brand new day in which the Bachelor will grab the only remaining thread that may lead to Simon Kane. To quit, I've already done that. Saved Ruben's life multiple times. I have nothing in my pockets, I imagine, right? Correct. All right, here we go. Heron is fine. Eva, you're fine. What do we have here? A whole lot of stuff, which I will just relieve. A butterfly in a box. Oh, very lovely. Okay, maybe I can trade that with the local children. They would love that. Let's review my decrees. This is fine. This is as low as I can get it. Because if I... Hold on, let me remove everything real quick, just to remind myself. Nope! Double-click too much. Because I do have the Protocol 5. The thing is, I need more orderlies. At least 30. Now my question is, no, right, but it resets back to 30 each day. So it seems like I do need to, see, all right, so sorry. Here's my thought process. It seems that I need to discover a new edict, because it turns out there are edicts where I can sacrifice other things to increase other aspects, like increasing the number of medicaments that I could possibly have. However, I don't have enough for orderlies. This is everything, right? Yes, so I don't have enough for that will give me orderlies. It's either contagion or unrest. Right. So what we're going to do is just enact a bunch of stuff that will reduce... Nope. Okay, nope, there we go. Sorry, excuse me. We're going to enact a whole bunch of stuff that essentially reduces as much as we can, until I can find what I'm looking for. Alright, that'll also reduce the amount of whatever. Great, great, great. What do we have? Minus 30 contagion. Contagion is the worst aspect of it all. And that has reduced it back down to day 7. So it looks like I pushed everything out. That's the best I can do with what I have. I have a whole bunch of items here. Great. Let me take a look at what our day looks like. I still need to go... I feel as though I still need to go to the hospital to figure out what it is that I need. I have strychnine crystals, which I'm pretty sure... Nope, none of that is useful to me. Oh, that's odd. I just was strafing for no apparent reason. Okay, so let's take a look at what our map looks like. Something is not right. And I'm not crazy here. Right. The issue is that I am... Because I know that I have the... Jesus, I just have Nara's heart. Examined. Okay, great. Whatever. The thing... Yes. Theft. Morphine disappears from us. Who's doing this if not the changelings? So let me go to the hospital. Or better yet, where... Because one of the things that I need to do is either go to... That's the boiler room with an elusive occupant. So these are the warehouses. What I need to do is go find where the bar is. And unfortunately, I am a bit a slave to the map. And exactly what it was that it would tell me. So hopefully, what I'm going to do first...
Everything.
What do you have over here? Hello, folks. I've done plenty of stupid things in my day, but this takes the cake. These ideas of theirs make me want to slam my face into the table. This morning they told me to go wash the walls. Town's full of corpses, and we have to wash the walls. If someone told me that a year ago, I'd have sent them straight to the loony bin. Well, it's called decontamination. The cleaner the walls are, the less plague there is in the air. The plague's in the air, like you say. What do the walls have to do with it? We need to wash the air with these rags, not the walls. See this mold on the walls? You must, since you've been scrubbing it off all day. If you're telling... See this mold on the walls? You must, since you've been scrubbing it off all day. If you're telling the truth. Yeah, I see it. So what? Those have always been gunk on the walls, for as long as I've been alive. Why are they suddenly scrubbing it off now? Do we want the place to be all nice and tidy when we die of the plague? Okay. The mold on the walls contains the plague pathogen. You could say the plague sleeps there before it gets into a person. That's why I issued the decree. Oh, it's you. You, sir. Sorry about that. You're the one issuing these crazy decrees. Do you really think they work? Sometimes. Really? How's that? Human error. I issue a decree, but most people just loaf around instead of following it. Who's loafing around? We've been working all morning without a moment's rest, like ants on a baked apple. We only just sat down just for a moment, just to catch our breath. And I'm grateful to you for that. Okay, so that was ruthless. Wait, okay, sorry. Let me go back to the hospital real quick. Just to see. Actually, since these buildings are highlighted, does it tell me what buildings are important here? Is this the factory? There's a couple buildings there. There's the hindquarters. Oh, I feel like a fool. I don't remember where the bar is. Because I know I need to go see the Changeling about the bar. And is there a trader here? I'll actually go next door and see. Because one of the objectives I wanted to accomplish as well was to get rid of the thing in the district, Baraka. Ah, good. Fantastic. Wait, maybe I can preempt this conversation by going crazy immediately. Yep, great. Yep, we're getting there, don't you worry. Perfect, that's pretty manic. Alright, hi.
Life blooms only while love breathes. Love is vital. How can I make you see?
Love blooms where only... No, that's nothing. I'm not doing anything with that. What do you want? Oh wait, we've already been through this, viewer, so I will not be doing the voices for the sake of expediency. Someone stole morphine from the hospital stock. Help me find the thief. Get lost, will you? You were so eager to help with the hospital. Now this. Do you want to talk to patients like that too? Ugh, will you stop bothering me, Dr. Man? Leave me alone. I'm not in the mood for this. Look, I don't want to make a scene. Let's settle this in a civilized way. Return the morphine, I'll turn a blind eye to it, just this once. So stifling in here. Stifling and stomach churning. I'm off to the pub. Curious, when do they allow children in the pub? You're so boring. Okay. Oh, great. Great. And now I know that I need to either talk to... Yes. Yeah, you know what? Maybe you'll also help me along.
I used to wander at dusk, only to be found somewhere new, at dawn.
It seems your talk with Clara did not go well. What are you doing at the hospital? Are you trying to get infected? I come here sometimes. I can't really say why. It feels as though I'm responsible for these people, even though I can't help them. You know Clara then? Are you acquainted? Nobody knows Clara. She doesn't even know herself. She appeared in the town 5 days ago. Where she came from, who she is, it's all a mystery. I believe she's a living mirror. She's different from every person. What do you mean by that? Clara's voice depends on the mood, or rather the state of mind, but not her state, the state of who she's with. She loves talking to stomatins because they're different. One is always melancholic, apathetic. The other is on edge, almost psychotic. They can hear different voices. She likes that. So if I, for example, drive myself to apathy or psychosis, she'll stop calling me boring, actually speak to me. You'll hear the other voice, yes. Should we send in the pub now? I guess I'll drop in too. Hooray! Here we go. Now, we got it all sorted. Very, very good. Let's go and... Okay. Turn right around and go out this way. We've got it figured out. We figured out what we need to do in order to kickstart this. Is any of these... Oh, hello. This one does not contain... No, go away from me. This one does not contain the Shabnak. That I know. It's that district towards the east. Alright, so I need to go to the bar. And luckily, I've already pre-manicked myself, so I am quite speedy. Let's see here. Yeah. How the heck do I... Is it this way? Yes. Oh! Everything feels great when you're absolutely terrified. Alright, great. Yep. Where are you? Clara, you're down there. Where are you? You're... Wait, no, hold on. Are you... Whoa, you're, Oh, I thought you were Buos. Because you have that jacket. You seem very interesting, and I will talk to you in just a second. But just in case, before I start talking to you, just to tighten myself up, let me see. This might be dangerous, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay. Hi.
Do you really ache for the polyhedron so badly? It's dead all the way up. Even if inhabited by the living, it's existentially dead.
The hell does that mean, Clara? I'm so sick of you, shadowing me everywhere like some maniac. You were so eager to help at the hospital. What happened? We have a disaster on our hands. What are you even doing? All this uproar over a couple of stupid vials. I took them, okay? It was me. You're owning up to it? Just like that? Why not? I'm in a good mood. Then perhaps you might tell me why you needed it. I didn't take it for myself. I took it from Mama, and I gave it to her. Oh, yes, that's right. God, what is the mayor's name? Subarov? Subarov's wife, may have a bit of an issue with these types of medications. That's a tough situation. Clara, I know you're trying to do well, but this might not be the... This is a lesson that's a bit more compound. Saying it directly by the books might not be enough to actually let the message sink in. Why? Why do you think? She's in a bad state for the past few days. Really bad. Don't you have a gift of healing? Cure her with a laying on of hands, and that's that. Problem solved. Laying on of hands? Isn't that, well, I don't know. All right, dear viewer, I apologize for my lack of culture, but the laying on of hands, or lay on hands, the closest thing that I know to it is Dungeons & Dragons. So, is that the reference? If not, please let me know, because I would love to know what the origins of that phrase is. Problem solved. Or does laying on hands not quite do the trick? What gives? She's weak. She doesn't believe me. When she feels good, she does, but as soon as she's in pain, she starts whining for her morphine. I had to steal it just so I wouldn't have to listen to her moaning. Where is she now? Home at the rod. Just a bit ago, I could hear her moaning from all the way over here. She's quiet now. The morphine must have helped. I'm going to suspend you from the hospital. Theft is unacceptable. I'm sorry. Alright, I think I'm manic enough, so maybe I can... we'll see. I cannot talk, the world is abuzz with mania. Yep, well, I did that on purpose. And there's nothing to depress me in this area. So excuse me while I run outside and find something to really dour my spirits. Bye-bye, everyone! Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go. By the way... only because it did me in a little bit. I apologize if that made you almost want to throw up a little bit. The camera movements. Oh, it's not raining. That usually does the trick for old Danny. Oh, that's the walls that you're supposed to be scrubbing based off of one of the edicts I have. Where are the children's playgrounds? Wait, hold on. Is there a... No, there's no trader in here, so I'm desperately relying on playgrounds. The only thing I don't think I'm going to find a playground in the rail yards. But I do have a heck of a lot of calomel, so I can just casually take my time. Hopefully this is enough to cool me down. I'm not into the wiry episodes of the Mania quite yet.
Living.
Okay, here we go. Alright, great. Here we go. Okay, talk. Oh, it's the other brother! Peter Stomatin, the apathetic architect. We were briefly acquainted in the capital. Peter wasn't particularly alert, but he never stared into space like he does now. Peter also kind of looks like one of the famous type of shock magicians that appeared into the 2000s, like David Blaine. That's neither here nor there, but I do love his emo-over that he's got going on. Very popular. It's a very severe mark for me personally, in a way that I don't want to get into. In this very town, he built the polyhedron and took to drinking, unable to bear the beauty of his own masterpiece, or the thought that he'd never create anything better. Apparently, the polyhedron truly is an unparalleled achievement.
I'm a simple man. Why talk when you can fight?
Why, look who's here. The one and only Bachelor Dankovsky has deigned to honor, nay, bless us with his presence.
I love glass, old boy. Everything good comes in glasses.
Please don't shout. I have a migraine as it is. That's because you're a slow drinker. Too slow. I'm way ahead of you. Do you know Clara? Have you known her long? As long as I can remember. So about 2 days. She's utterly mad, and I love her for it. I try to speak to her as little as possible. She's depressing. Come now, why would you say that? We were just here having a great time. She was telling her stories. I almost died laughing. Her stories make you want to hang yourself. There's a darkness to everything she says. That's because you have no sense of humor, and you're a slow drinker. Here, let me top you up. What stories did she tell? Well, she was telling me about her mother talking to a giant rat. I was picturing a rat in a hat and a raincoat. What a riot! I see nothing to laugh at. Clara wasn't trying to make you laugh. She was asking if there was a way to cure someone of an addiction. You're just very absent-minded. She was telling us about her mother worshipping a talking rat. So she was telling you too about Sabarova? Is that right? How could it be Sabarova? The Sabarovs have no children. Oh wait, are you telling me Clara's her daughter? Such choice gossip going around town and I'm out of the picture. Unacceptable. I don't think we should pry into the affairs of others. What do you mean we shouldn't? It's what I live for. It's what I open the pub for. A pub is like a lightning rod for gossip, you know. So, Sabarova talks to rats now. Imagine that. Why are you lying? Clara didn't say anything about a rat. It sounds almost like you two. It sounds almost like you're talking about two different people. What? No. She's sitting right over there. We just talked to her. I'm still laughing. And I'm still in a daze. Rumor has it she can heal people by laying hands on them. Do you think it's true? The only thing that heals me are those bottles behind the bar. Or rather, what's inside them. Her hands don't heal. All they do is let you forget. That's because you drink the wrong way. You go too slow. You have to drink so fast the booze outruns your thoughts. Can you imagine, Dankovsky? Clara just spun us some yarn about a talking rat. I almost burst laughing. Peter's been standing there, still as a statue, since then. Because it wasn't funny. You're laughing at another's misfortune, Andrew. I suspect her of stealing morphine from the hospital. Seriously? What a guess! That's what I call really living your life. can't say I'm surprised. I imagine only morphine can drown out her screaming soul. And you wouldn't think by the look on her that she's on sedatives. I'd say she's the exact opposite. Borderline psychotic. You're borderline psychotic. That's why you think she's like you. I think I understand now. Alright, so what do we have? I need to go talk to Sabarova. So we're gonna go do that. And I still have to talk to Ruben, whom I pulled from the grave. Anybody have anything interesting to say to me in this building? No? Then y'all can enjoy your days. Well, what's left of them. Am I right? I'm just kidding. I'm desperately trying to solve that. Okay, what do we have? We can go to... Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave... And I'm going to take this opportunity to cut through this district because I believe this district in specific has, did I use Shabnak Choir already? Because I'm going to say that again. I believe it has the Shabnak in it. Okay. Wait, I'm going to stand. How dare you go out? I was just here. I have so many matches, which is great.
Damn.
Yep.
What a thing to imagine.
Yes, right. Alright, you're here, which is good. Is that anything I can steal? So we're gonna just take a little bit of a brief moment. There you are, Shabby. Come on over. Got a lovely... There you go, enjoy. No, get away from me! I only have, like, so many charges left on this thing. Okay, what I'm looking for is the sound of mechanical clicking. Not the heartbeat, because that's my mania. What I'm trying to hear is... Excuse me, thank you. What the hell? What? Okay, there we go. 6, I let that go for no reason. That's nothing, that just pushes me.
Never alone.
No. No, let me go! Okay, let me light that just for a beacon. But the Shabnak is here. What looks like I went through all the way up here, so I'm gonna go down here to this cross street.
Stage.
Yep, great.
A farce. A mystery.
Everybody shut up. I have an... never mind, that's a different song. I'm trying to listen. Wait, I hear it! Let me light this. You hear it too, don't you, audience? The clicking, like a wound watch. Ticking away, telling me its secrets. It's in the area. Perhaps... No, let go of me, please, thank you. What the hell just happened to me? Are you telling me that I mania'd to death? My god. Yes, fine. Back to the factory. Here we go. Okay, so it looks like we mania'd a little bit too hard. So I need to keep an eye out. So it's in... So we're gonna... Instead of going left, we're gonna go right.
Halt, death, and put your hands up.
Just, you know what, just in case, I have a lot of calomel, so I'm not going to be afraid to use that. We have 20 matches. So I'm not going to be afraid to use that either. Shabnak's here, but I only have 20... Excuse me. Ow. Where... Ooh, wow. I don't... That steam thing really kills you, huh? Okay. The clicking. No. The clicking. It's closer. There it is! Yes! What? No, I have to look at it. I forgot. I've got my eyes on. I know you're coming from my peripherals. Go away. Okay, great. Later, like Ralph Nader? The person... I have no idea what I was going for with that one. No, come on! What happened there? Oh, right, I got blown on, I imagine. That's fine. Joke's on you. I have plenty of amalgam. Even though it does take quite a bit for me to get back to where I was. Crap, I didn't... Well, I went right. Okay, here we go. Back to this area. Okay, so we're going to take a right through the courtyard and go north, and it looks like it's between... Yes, blah, 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 blah. Okay, great. Yep.
There. I've delayed death.
There. Great. Excuse me. Yep. Great. Yep. It's actually in a little bit of a hallway over here. Yes, it's back. Oh no, it changed places! That's obnoxious. You're not allowed to do that. That's not fighting fair. Alright, shh. Everybody, shh. Where's the clicking? Where's the clicking? Oh, right. I didn't even put matches on my quick draw.
Every creak, like a gunshot.
Okay, where haven't I? So I've gone and explored. I haven't gone and explored
I don't believe
this area here.
Someone's pulling at my strings.
I have to keep my ears open. Where the heck? It's not down here because I already tried down here. Let me go, let me go, let me go. Thank you. Oh my god, that took a lot out of me. Okay. Shh, shh, shh. Shut up. Let me go. Alright, so I explored the entirety of the east. Now I need to go west.
You're too high strung.
Come on. It's gotta be here. Come on. Where's the clicking? Where's the clicking?
It was quiet in the Nautica.
Where's the clicking? What have I explored? I've explored... Jesus, this is so frustrating.
The town went mad. But you, Dankovsky.
Wait.
How could you?
What the hell? I've explored it all! Wait, there it is. Where? Good, we have another area here that we can save, but I hear it. I hear the clicking. And just to be safe, I'm taking another calomel. Here we go. I hear the clicking. There you are! Let me load this up. All right, we're prepared. We're ready. But you're far too late, Shabby. Downton Shabby. Shabby dresser. Get away from me. And there's the exit. We're gonna go right back here. I'm going to take a brief pause from the main quest. We're gonna go ahead and analyze what I have analyzed. Okay. Now we're fine. We're in the clear. Everything is great. We're gonna... Yep, hello, everyone. Load the prototype. Nope, never mind. We're going to prepare the projectile. Great. Here we go. Great. The focus of the infection must be eliminated today. Great. Okay, good. And actually, while I'm here... There's nothing to loot here. There's nothing to loot here. Is there anything to loot anywhere? Oof. Alright, you know what? It's fine. Excuse me, thank you. We're gonna go back to the district. We're gonna shoot the Shabnak. Which feels like a weirdly euphemistic way of just, like, hanging out, you know? Alright, we're gonna take care of the Shabnak in this district. And... Alright, so here we go. Why are you here? Turns out she has a sister. Shabnak? Shabnak. It's not strange, really. There are actually lots of Shabnaks, just like there are lots of albinos and rats. Although it's easy to see who she's got the idea from. What's important is that there will be 2 of them swarming around you. And who did she get that idea from? Well, it's your twin you've been getting... Well, it is your twin that's been getting into trouble. Here's something to consider. There's only 1 projectile in your little gizmo, right? Can you make it so there are 2? I can't. So now, when you show up with loaded gizmo, the Shabnak will split into 2. At that point, your only option is to learn to distinguish the real one from the fake, the saint, so to speak, from the carrier. For there are 2 of them, but one is only a reflection of the other. You need to kill the real one. Sorry, dear viewer, I'm going to be right back real quick. Sorry, dear viewer, I had to make some minor adjustments, answer some phone calls, do a couple of scratch-offs, win $1 million, you know, that sort of thing. So, what you're telling me is, apparently, you're making this little side quest even more difficult, is what I'm hearing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, at that point, your only option is to learn to distinguish the real from the fake, the saint, so to speak, from the carrier. For there are 2 of them, but one is only a reflection of the other. You need to kill the real one. One Shabnak is a reflection of the other? Mirrors again? You can't tell them apart by their appearance or behavior. One will attack, the other will run. But the one attacking won't necessarily be the real one. They swap places, the little pests. The only way to tell them apart is with fire. Okay, so let me guess. One is fire, the other is smoke? The fire turns green. The real one doesn't alter the color of the flame. You've seen it already, but the twin burns green. The will-o'-the-wisps. What did you learn? What did you mean? It's an expression. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I suppose you could take a shot at random, but I suggest you light a fire first and observe, then proceed with certainty. They're toying with you, poor thing. Well, it's wise to conduct tests before proceeding, no doubt about that. And watch out. If you mess up and shoot the wrong one, you have to start all over again, collecting samples, reloading the gizmo. It's better to make sure first. You're so prudent. I didn't expect that. Okay. So apparently, The sand pest is changing. The crude sprawl was burning with yellow flame. If the Shabnak gets into a fire and the color of the flame is different, so not yellow, then it is not the sand pest. I must watch the bonfires carefully. The Shabnak is sentient, and it learns. It will try to deceive me.
Shabnak take it.
Okay.
The golem of Skeppy legends.
Okay, here we go.
Myth.
And then we'll do this
Fiction.
real quick. And stand right here. Get some calomel in me. Okay, fire. Let's go see if we can provoke the Shabnak. Great. Okay, load. Nope, where's the prototype? There we go. Load the prototype. If it burns. There, it's green. Yes! We got it! Okay, is recovering from the plague. She will. Great. Okay, so we got it. All right, good. Oh boy! So we did it, everyone. Honestly, I couldn't have done it without you. You in particular, person who's watching, specifically at this moment. I know you feel like you didn't contribute much because you're just spectating, but honestly, it was with your constant vigil that I was able to succeed. I'm just kidding, I did all the work. I'm just lying to you. But now we proceed on and see Sabarova. Ooh, a mirror, thank you. I need to recover all the
Camera
deaths
obscura.
I've had.
Camera
Ooh.
Lumina.
Okay, let me use this, and we move on. All right, great. Yes, I'm looking for Sabarova. Okay, I'll just leave, I guess. Ooh, I can loot this. Great. I have
I'm
depression.
coming down with vertigo.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't... Listen, I'm a video game player, all right? I loot first, and I talk to people second, all right? Well, are you done digging through other people's belongings? What is this, Katerina? How did you get a hold of morphine? Astounding. You barge into my house, rummage through my things, and now you have the audacity to ask me about morphine. Have you no shame, Bachelor Dankovsky? Stop dodging my question. I recognize these vials. They were the ones handed out at the hospital every morning. What are they doing among your stuff? You planted these vials there. Just now, I'll call the guards. Okay. Why would I plant morphine in your home and then just find it? I'm no patrolman. I'm not here to throw you in jail. What do you know of pain, Dankovsky? Answer me. What do you know of pain? Pain is a language. It is the body's way of speaking, of telling us that something is wrong. What rot. Clearly you've never experienced true pain. Nope, that's horrible. Oh, pray tell. I see your experience is extensive. Imagine your veins were filled with broken glass, and every heartbeat pushed the shards further in, cutting you from the inside. That is pain. And when the shards reach your heart valves and pierce them, the pain grows even stronger. No. I'm not going to chastise someone. I don't care to lecture people. Your life is yours to ruin as you please. All I ask is that you don't steal from the hospital. We're running low on supplies as it is. That wasn't me. I didn't do it. I know. You used Clara. That doesn't make it better. Quite the contrary, in fact. No, it's not that. I did not want to steal, but he left me no choice. He made me. Said Clara had access, that she was allowed in the hospital, so that she wouldn't refuse me. Who is he? Your husband? No. I can't tell you. I did have the man in the warehouses who got morphine for me, but a couple of days ago he stopped doing it. I don't know why. I felt awful, sick, in great pain. Do you know how that feels, when you're in pain and have no one to talk to? So I summoned him. Oh, get on with it. Who did you summon? The Rat Prophet. That's a new one. Haven't heard of a Rat Prophet yet. Oh, really? How curious. May I ask how it can be summoned? You don't believe me. I knew you wouldn't. But I'm not out of my mind. He exists. And that's as real as I'm standing here before you. I'm going to regret asking this, but how did you summon him? Is there a procedure one can follow? He can be met at the stairway to heaven under certain conditions. And what would those conditions be exactly? He only comes at night when the southern wind blows. Do I need to draw a pentagram on the floor? I'm surprised. All these are pretty dismissive. Which, you know, to some degree is fair, but Daniel, we can travel through time, so maybe keep an open mind. Let me see. Do I need to draw... Why not? Do I need to draw a pentagram on the floor too? He has a keen sense of smell. When the northern wind blows, the town carries a different scent. There's a chill in the air. He doesn't like it, so he takes his leave for a time. Okay. Funny, Artemy... Fine. Did he tell you that himself? I'm just trying to figure out how you know all this. I asked why sometimes he doesn't answer the summons. He said it's because of the wind. The wind is blowing from the south today. I'm sure he's in town, but tomorrow the winds will change and he'll leave. If you want to meet him, you should hurry. Tonight is your last chance. After that, you'll have to wait a few weeks. Very well. Let's say I believe you, and there's some kind of prophet who only appears in town after the southern wind blows. How do I find him? He comes after dark to the stairway to heaven in the backbone, and there's a small altar at the top with a skull on it. You need to stand before it and ring this bell. Here, take it. If you do everything right, he'll appear. And then he'll explain to me why he's incited you to steal morphine from the hospital, right? I have told you all I know, Dankovsky. You can mock me all you want. You can tell on me to my husband. You can lock me up in your isolation ward. I do not care. All I ask is for mercy. Don't take these vials away. I swear I will not steal from the hospital ever again. But I need these vials. Don't you understand? Perhaps you should visit the Absolutely not. There's an outbreak in town. Every vial is accounted for. If I give you morphine, one of my patients will have to go without. Perhaps you should go visit the hospital and choose the person who will suffer the pain in your place. What are you suggesting? Have you no shame? Have you no heart at all? Shame has nothing to do with it. I'm just explaining the situation. The morphine is few and the patients are many. What exactly do you not understand? Very well then. I'm going to suffer. I hope you're happy now. I'm ready. I'm not afraid. I will bear my pain. Okay. Well then, I wish you all the best. Thank you for the tall tale about the rat prophet. I might even try summoning him. I make no promises, though. Don't know about everything. Grief used to supply Katerina Sabarova with morphine. Leaving her morphine is out of the question. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I mean, it's not that I feel great about the situation. It's just that... I don't know, man. It's not... Because here's the thing. I am in the camp that thoroughly believes that addiction is, in fact, a disease. It is something that one can't help. We're all gifted with various levels of willpower. Some we can help, and some that we cannot. Grief survivors' goods might be useful to me. I'll catch him red-handed. Alright, let me go see... Let me solve this problem right quick. I mean, I shouldn't worry about a Shabnak chasing after me as long as I follow the path and... Nope, that's M. This N is a Nancy. But yes, I don't know. It's not a easy thing to really just dismiss. I mean, it might be easy to say, but you have to understand that everybody is built different. Everybody has different strengths and different weaknesses. And, you know, what's easy for you might not be easy for others, and what's easy for others may not be easy to you. And in some of these situations, it's the ability to quit something that you feel that you don't need. It's not... There's no easy answers to it. I don't know. Essentially, what Saburova needs is therapy. A support group. Several different things that can support her through, you know, this time, understanding the root cause for why she feels compelled to have these types of medications, and come up with a series of different types of, you know, countermeasures, so to speak, in order to make her feel that she doesn't need it as much as she does those countermeasures. I don't know. It's a complicated topic. Let's see if there's something we can do here with good old bad grief. I saved your life. You better pull through for me.
There once was a man of great humor who found he was dead of a tumor. But he woke up today to his neighbor's dismay, and that of his cow once he took her.
I'm sorry, bad grief. What is your limerick about? Apparently a person thought they had cancer, so they had sex with a cow? Am I understanding you correctly? That's an interesting story. What do you want? A little bird told me there's a man in the warehouses who can help me get my hands on some morphine. Oh, I can guess what sort of bird that was. The sort that needs plucking to stick in the soup. That'd stop it singing for sure. So you can, in fact, source morphine? Says who? You shouldn't believe every song you hear, especially not when the bird singing is a cuckoo bird. So you were the one getting morphine for Saburova. Why did you stop? Look at you, Dankovsky, coming here and laying out all your trumps from the start. A fool gets women naked, while the wise prefer a naked truth. It was a nasty business with that morphine. Did she run out of money to pay you, or what? Money, my butt. Saburov came to me personally, said if I gave her one more vial, he'd, you know, pluck me and stick me in the soup. You won't catch me on the governor's bad side. Okay, fine. So you do have morphine after all. Is it for sale? Nah, I stay the heck away from morphine now. It's trouble, that stuff. Like a knife to the gut. Hold on. That's what I'm here for. The town is heading for disaster. We need morphine badly. What am I, what you call it, philanthropist to you? You think morphine grows on trees? My men risk their lives for this stuff. I saved your life too, you know. You could make an exception for me. True enough. But you know what they say? The truth tells 6 lies before breakfast. Sometimes I suspect you make these sayings up even as you go. What does that even mean? You saved my life, Dankovsky, that's for certain. I owe you one. But I can't just gift you morphine for a song like I did Saburova. My boys would look askance. But if you fancy a barter, then we could dance. All right, barter it is then. Go on, show me. What have you got? All right, so I need your morphine. And you're willing, it's at -8. So what can I give you? Cost is 1, cost is 4, cost is 5. What else do you have? Revolver bullets? How much are revolver bullets? 6, too much. Way too much. You know what? Screw it. That's a fine deal. Let's do it. Great. I'm going to be back. Excuse me. Okay. Can I... God damn it. All right, here's where I am, dear viewer, and I don't want anybody to suffer, but maybe the act of giving Saburova the morphine... I don't have the option, obviously, but I don't know. I mean, nowadays, treatment options for addiction have grossly increased since the last time. Well, since, well, whatever age this is. Clearly sometime in the past. I know it doesn't... I'm honestly wrestling with the fact that I'm trying to decide whether or not it's enabling or not to provide Saburova with the excess morphine that I have available, or provide it to the hospital, or, well, I don't know. I guess in the sense of prioritization, I don't know. In my pursuit to help everyone, I just don't know what the right answer is, truly. I don't want... Obviously, I don't want Saburova to suffer. I don't know. But I don't think the game is so intricate to offer a, you know, a sort of weaning therapy program for an addict for, you know, opiates. I don't know. Out of all the things to be addicted to, that's something that's going to kill you outright. I don't know. I don't feel great about everything that's happening here. I understand the reasoning. I understand that Clara wants to help her mother. I don't know. If I'm going to be honest, if I was in Clara's position, regardless of the adoption and everything like that, I too would probably do what I can to help my family, however misguided it would be. I just can't stand. I cannot stand to hear loved ones suffer. And I don't know. There's no right answer, but I don't think that denying Saburova some sort of relief is the right answer. Maybe I can see her again? Let me... Alright, it's a different topic. Let's just distract ourselves with Ruben real quick.
My fingers won't bend. It's the cold. That's all. It's just cold.
I've been waiting, and now I see I'm not ready at all. I'm tired of skulking around. Secrets get heavier with me, and this one, I haven't the strength to either carry or drop. I hate you, Denkovsky. I hate how good it is that you finally came. You know, for a man who climbed out of the coffin a day ago, you looked remarkably well. Sometimes I think I should have stayed there, in the coffin. If you want, we can go back to the cemetery and I can bury you again. But first, answers. I saved your life, after all. That must count for something. Very well. I have almost nothing left to give, but I can still give you answers. What have you been up to, Ruben, that everyone keeps trying to bury you? How can that be, Denkovsky? Didn't the people who sent you tell you why? They say you were the last to see Simon Kane. So you're a Kane hound now, too. You're a Kane hound now, too. That's a tongue twister, I feel. Following the scent. Whatever they told you about me, it's all lies. I did not steal his body. Funny, I hadn't heard anything about stealing. Now I'm intrigued. You can steal goods, money, even time. Many things can be stolen. But can you steal what has no owner? Okay, don't play coy, Ruben. I'm no inquisitor and this is no interrogation. You owe me, and as payment I demand honesty. Where is Simon's body? Answer me, Doctor. Have you ever witnessed a saint's flesh overcoming a deadly illness? Tell me, Doctor, do you know how many ribs of St. Nicholas are kept in churches around the world? 200, give or take. That's actually a very funny and fair point. Apparently every church that's established needs to have a holy relic, which is typically a body part of a saint. And honestly, there are several times where in the church it was found to be that they claimed that they had a relic, when in fact they were just lying of it. In fact, I think one of the things that came about due to the Protestant Reformation was that they were using, like, the bones of a duck as relics in order to establish churches. Again, don't quote me on that one, but that is the rumor that of which I heard, which caused such a thing. And I saw a miracle. Alongside the red and white cells in his blood, there were silver ones. Nothing like it found in nature. Silver cells. Amalgam? I made a vaccine from the blood and gave it to the patients under observation, but I couldn't even test it. The Kane tyrants, along with those thick-headed step maniacs, would have ground me to dust. You made a vaccine from Simon's body? Yes. So Simon is dead after all. It was living blood, blood that fought back. The silver cells burned the plague away like a vital, implacable sun. My hands were shaking. Tell the Kanes, tell them, man is imperfect. Wait, Simon Kane was sick. Yes, there was sand pest in him. I recognized the outward signs at once. The Kanes surely recognized it too. They were simply ashamed to admit their patriarch could die of a disease. But he couldn't. He only fell into lethargy. I saw the pulse in his pupils, and I had too. I remember the first outbreak, just the thought that Simon's antibodies could be made into a vaccine. Push you to steal the body and try to find salvation inside of it. I called it the white vaccine. I would give it to you, but there isn't any left. It's all gone. Reuben, there's no such thing as silver blood cells. Forgive my candor, but your mind is damaged, maybe from the lack of air in that coffin. I saw them on the first day, not today. Still, you don't have to believe me, Dankovsky. Dung, Kane hounds. They came for me fairly. They had cause to kill me. I gave the Kanes my word I'd find the one who took the body. I'll have to name you. Do as you will, Dankovsky. Better yet, I'll make it easier. I'll go to them myself and confess everything. I'm ready to answer for what I've done. And no one will ever talk to him again. Curse you. Okay. Informing him. The Kanes asked me to find Simon's body, and they must know. It's impossible. What will my scientific analysis say about the white vaccine? Perhaps it can't even be replicated. Alright, so good job, buddy. Let's go ahead and see what's next for us. So we have Georgie, who will tell us about that. And a rat... Okay, I can't go there until midnight. Midnight is 2400. So we still have some time left. So let me go talk to Georgie. Because it looks like Reuben will confess that they had... I was so distracted I almost missed you. Hello, what are you doing? Ah, my leg. My damn leg. What am I gonna do? And what exactly are you doing, if you don't mind me asking? Nothing special, really. I'm standing still. Frozen, obviously. I can see that, but why on one leg? Don't ask me, don't ask me, ask the town hall. You heard the new decree? They abolished time. I was mid-step when the order came down. Now we're both stopped in our tracks, both time and I. Can't even scratch my nose or pass gas. It was a figure of speech. A joke, do you understand? Don't be ridiculous. Who jokes about public safety? No, I won't be tricked. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm staying put until they revoke the decree. Fair enough. Your leg, your choice. Yeah, you're a grown adult. Wait a minute, hold on. You. Work on workers, having launch on a crossbeam. Oh God, aren't you the leader of the Dogheads? No, the Dogheads are the Cane Boy. And the other one are the Heapers. And that's... No, the Con is... Oh, I forget it. It's been a little bit since I understood that whole situation. Hasn't come up yet. Let me go talk to Georgie. And, ooh, there's a trader nearby. Maybe I can get some reagents for my prototype. In fact, can I actually go into the church this time around? Excuse me. Hi, hello. Oh, I can! Great. But I have so much... well, might as well top myself off. Gimme! Give me that sweet, sweet amalgam. If that is what you're used for. Is it? Are you just passing time? I have no idea. Okay, I'm actually going to try to figure out what the church does one of these days. But it is not today. Oh, the dog heads are still there. Sorry. Hi, just want to check out what you have. Could use some calomel. I already traded all my good stuff. But I do have, some... Actually, let me give you all my nuts. What do you have for me? A sedative, which causes apathy. You also have glass shards. Hold on. When you look through them, the world shatters into a kaleidoscope of smaller worlds, and you see what you usually don't notice. It should only be done when there are secrets not yet found, as noted in the corner of the map. Sorry, hold on. I apologize. We're not... As noted in the corner of the map. Which corner? La colpa sequira la parte offensa, ingrido come suol, mala vendetta, dia testimonio al verce la dispensa. No, I don't know what the hell that means. I can't even... Listen, I can't read this language. I don't know what sort of Starbucks language you're trying to employ here. But apparently even you made a mistake. And I can't even read it sideways. But there is a beautiful cow over here. Bicula menipsu... Oh no, this is in Cyrillic. I can't even read that. So you have like some sort of Italian here. You have also, it seems to be a Latin-based language over here, or no. What the hell is this word? Anyway, doesn't matter. You don't have anything of interest. Goodbye, little child. I'm here to talk to Georgie and figure out Ruben's fate. Am I right? Yeah, it's Georgie. Yeah. Oops, sorry. Let me break this. Thank you.
Broken ones don't lie.
Denkovsky, I've been expecting you. Tell me, have you managed to find Simon's body? I have. Simon's body was stolen by Stanislav Rubin. That was to be expected. But what for? Rubin believed Simon's body was capable of resisting the plague. He wanted to make a vaccine of it. Wanted, you say? Past tense. Does that mean he's changed his mind? Any corpse has one flaw. It is finite. Simon's was no exception. Rubin claims he made his vaccine, but too little of it, because there was just one body, and he used up the supply. Everyone grieves in their own way. Some wear mourning clothes, others join the convent, and still others steal the body of a man they idolized and rip it open in hopes of making a vaccine. What do you think, Denkovsky? What made him believe that Simon's body could heal anyone? I believe he's crossed the line between veneration and sacrilege. Oh? You seem to take what he's done to the body quite personally. Thank you for your help, Denkovsky. We truly appreciate it. What awaits him? Does it matter? You have more urgent business to attend to. Why do you care about the nuances of our local justice? I'd like to intervene on his behalf. No one suffered due to his actions. A dead body can't feel pain. We'll take your statement into consideration. You are free to go now. Free doesn't now assume whatever lad it is. Alright. So, defender. Reuben stole the body, but he had his reasons. Suppose he does. Day 5 seems to be shaping out to very thoroughly explored, although... Saburova. I don't feel great leaving you like that, but... Alright, let me see what's here. Nothing of particular interest. Alright. Let me just set your house on fire really quick, Georgie, and I'm going to leave. Alright, that's fine. Let me kick a trash can while I'm here. There we go.
Forgot
Okay,
that there's
it's
so
not
much
necessarily midnight. But I suppose I could go back to the still water since it's very close by and waste time. Let me see. Because the only other thing I can do is talk to, allegedly, the Rat Prophet. And the Rat Prophet isn't going to come in until 24 p.m. I'm sorry, that's technically 24 a.m. Okay, let's move quickly. So what I'm going to do is see if there's anything going on here. If I forgot to loot anything. Yep, everything's fine. Everything's good. Oh, is there something I can loot in here? What is this? This is probably a bottle of Turanian brandy inside, a pricey souvenir. These kind of gifts are deep of respect. Okay, Eve isn't... I need to find a mechanical clock to restart time. Sounds easy. That's fine. I've done it plenty of times. I'm not terribly worried. Long voyages are long consumptions. How did it go? And the ships are carts for executions. Jesus Christ, the poetry in this game. It's oppressive! Although impressive as well. Erin, how are you doing? Let me see how the plague is doing. Oh! It's practically knocked down ever since I shot down that plague. Very, very good. Day 6 is looking very particularly accessible. What I'm going to do is take a little bit of a nap. I hope you don't mind. I just want to get to 23 o'clock, maybe slightly before. Perfectly great. All right. I'm back at it again. Hello, everyone. Sorry. I just need to make sure that's done because I want to make sure that I meet the Rat King, or whatever it is, at an early enough time. Again, Saburova, I apologize for the situation I done put you in, but such is fate. Here we go. Let's go to... Oh, it's an infected district? Oh, for crying out loud. Alright, so good. Yeah, great. Great. But, I think I already... weld the Shabnak. Oh, 3. That's a very bad number. Oh, I only have... No, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I am very sensitive to all of your everythings. Okay, hold on. Let me go... I'm gonna cut through this courtyard here. Great. That's fine. That's okay. I'm gonna kick... Oh, I don't know what that was, but it did heck me up real bad.
I could use some quiet.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, here we go. Yep. No. We're not dying today, buddy boy. No. We have done way too much. Okay, good. Let's reset it. Then we go up here, and then we go to a statue. What has a rat... No, a skull on it. Maybe it's up here. This leads to literally nothing. This leads to... Ah! The skull. Ring the bell. Holy crap, you're real. But you're not... You're more of a mouse than a rat. Why do you have human feet? For free, you're giving them out. Alright, let's talk to you. The Rat Prophet, a thing from the dark. Actually just a dwarf in a mask. Surely another joke by Mark Immortel.
What do you want here, human?
I can't believe it actually worked. Saburova wasn't lying.
Look at you, showing up, ringing the bell. Such useless creatures. Noises, the only thing humans know how to make. Wretched beasts.
Looks like someone's in a bad mood today. Did I wake you up or something?
I dislike wasting time. I dislike trouble. And when there are humans, there is always trouble.
Do you know where the sand pest came from?
You summoned it yourselves. The plague only comes to cities. It comes wherever humans gather. To any place you stuff to bursting with your disgusting, hairless, tailless bodies. Where there are no humans, there is no disease.
Sorry about the voice I gave to the rat prophet. It's a very Skaven-esque accent, if you can tell. Nonsense. Animals get sick too. The plague spares no one.
Leave. Pack your things and get the heck out of here. The plague will go with you. It will be better for everyone.
Why do you hate humans so much?
Why should I love you? Birds fly, fish swim, grass grows, and brother, I hurt people.
Again, another token to anybody who knows that reference.
Humans kill. I can already see it in your eyes. The thought to poison my kind will come to you any day now. Don't do it. Show mercy for my kind, human, and I'll make it worth your while.
What do you have to offer?
See, human, you're already haggling. Greedy. Humans deserve nothing but contempt. But I do have something I can offer you. Leave my kind alone, and I promise you won't regret it.
You're already playing Saburova for a fool, and now you want me to join her company? I'm not falling for that.
As you wish, human. I've made my point. This conversation is over. I don't want to waste any more of my time on you.
Okay, new decree idea, pest control, systemically. Thank you for that. I've decided to kill everybody that you've ever loved. I hope you enjoy that thought. It was inspired by you. You weird little gremlin creature. What do we have in terms of rats? How did I not think of clearing the town rodents before? Perhaps the plague will subside. I mean, I've already done a pretty... Oh, I am actually out of calomel. I need to be very careful. And I also need to get the hell out of here. Did I just take fall damage? Did I just take fall damage? This has never been a mechanic in the game. Previous. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go here. I'm going to get more calomel from this trader. You guys take things way too literally. Okay, where are we going? All right, so we go... Where the hell even am I? Okay, here. Oh, you're in the frickin' geometry. There you are. Good, I'm glad you're not. Do you have calomel? You sure do. Do I have nuts? I sure do. You get a nut. Nope, wrong one. Wrong everything. We're just screwing this up almost entirely. A sedative. I don't want any of this. You get... I just want the calomel. Good, I have 2. Great. All right. Can I... Okay, I go past these buildings here. Very funny, by the way. Excellent stuff. Glad you're stopping time in your own personal little way. I'm going to go ahead and chug some calomel too, because I believe it only gives 50 health to my 100. We're going to go back, and we're going to go here, blah, blah, blah. Does that mean I have to talk to the Skaven Lord again? Kick. Okay, here we go. Right, I don't have a jump button. It's not the game we're playing. Right, and then I go... And then I can go here. And I believe I don't have to worry about the Shabnak. I think I've said that already before. What do we have? Alright, we're gonna go through here, through the... Yep. Yep. Great, great, great. Oh, that's the... Oh my gosh! What is it? There's something that just absolutely bodies me in terms of health. Now, granted, I completely understand that I am running through a plague district. So the fact that I'm alive in any capacity, obviously, is a blessing. But I'm going to go back, because apparently I need to do this. Ring the bell. Yep. Have a conversation with you. Yep. I don't believe it actually worked. In fact, no, 2 legs. You're not the only one hairless. Close to the cleanest, smartest creatures on the filthy earth. Okay, except that rats are infested with plague-carrying fleas.
Exactly. Exactly so, human. So you do understand it's fleas that are to blame, not rats. But humans are so dumb you can't even tell a flea from a rat. So you tar everything with the same brush. And at first sign of trouble, my kind are the ones you rush to exterminate anyway. Blech.
By the way, I may have inspired myself to play Warhammer again. The Total War Warhammer 3 again. Because, gosh dang, do I love me some Skaven. Do you know where the sand pest came from? You said, yes, it's, nonsense, animal gets sick too. Where do we go? The further the better, leave these rats alone. Maybe the shaft labs won't have a poison them. What do you think of that?
Rats were here long before it was you who came to their land. It's who you should leave. I can already see it in your eyes. The thought to poison my kind will come to you any day now. Don't do it. Show mercy for my kind, human, and I'll make it worth your while.
Is that a threat?
Maybe. It depends on what you decide. My kind is patient. My kind is angry. My kind being grateful, too.
I'm afraid you have nothing to offer me.
See, human, you're already haggling.
Yeah, okay, great, whatever. All right, good, and you give me the temptation. I'm going to go ahead. You've clearly freaked me out, and since I don't have any calomel, I'm just going to take a little bit of morphine.
I can't take it anymore.
Be a little bit of a hypocrite just to calm myself down just a little bit. So I don't take fall damage and die like an idiot. Okay, good, and there's an exit right over meow, and that's going to freak me up because I just saw that spout. So here we go. We're just going to get out of here and go back to the still water. Because I don't see... There are some points of interest left unexplored? What? What? What are you talking about? What do you mean there's some points of interest left unexplored? What points of interest? What unexplored? What are you talking about? I don't see any. I'm going to continue my trail. There are points of interest left unexplored. What are you talking about? I feel like I've explored all points of interest. There's nothing on my mental map that tells me I need to go anywhere. Is it this infected district? I don't have the time or capacity to deal with that. There are some points of interest left unexplored. Well, there's nothing of interest in my mental map. You know what? Perhaps I'm making a mistake. I will review my notes later, but... Oh. Oh, the bodies are stacking up. That's not great. Okay, I'm just going to go, and I already ended this day previous. So what I'm going to do is, before I freaking die, I'm just going to move on, and we're going to explore a little bit, dear viewer, of day 6. All right, here we go. Because I believe I've done everything I want to do for day 5. What the hell are we doing here? Who the hell are you? What the hell is this? All right, hold on. 2 seconds. Sorry, I'm back again. I don't remember your voice, Seraphima. I'm pretty sure it was a very low energy type deal. Chief, thank God you're all right. They wouldn't let us see you for so long. Suspect Daniil Dankovsky, bachelor. You have 2 minutes to talk. Do you know this woman? Of course you did. Why did you bring her here? I'm the only defendant in this case. They didn't bring me here, Chief. They let me see you because I demanded it myself. Okay, if there are really no charges brought against you, I order you to leave this place in 2 minutes and never come back. Maybe even leave the city. You just up and disappeared. I heard they brought you in for a chat. Do you even understand how long this chat has been going on for? I filed complaints with multiple Sorry, my dyslexia caused me to have a coughing attack. I didn't want you to hear that. I filed complaints with a couple of offices, but of course that went nowhere. So I've come to see you myself, and I won't leave until I'm certain you're being treated properly. How long has this chat been going on? Feels at least a couple of dozen hours now. Hours. So it's just like I thought. They're not simply talking to you here. They're doing something. Using Gorsky and Stein's work, aren't they? Be that as it may, why are you walking into the Lion's Den? The main Thanatica archive is in your head, Chief. We can't lose it. I won't have it. By the way, everyone, there's a few rules of medicine that you need to keep in mind. Rule 0 is wash your hands. That's just rule 0. Always wash your goddamn hands. You don't know what you're touching. You don't know where it's been. You don't know what you can contract. Wash your goddamn hands. Rule 1 is everybody lies. That whether it comes, mostly this deals with patients. They never really tell you the full scope of truth, but also you have to deal with the fact that there are some people that need to misinterpret Rule 2, which is cover your ass, which is essentially to lie and make sure that you are in the clear. Rule 2 is, of course, cover your ass, which means that you need to do everything in your power to make sure that you are not going to be pinned as the scapegoat for anything. And the reason why I bring this up, dear viewer, is one of the most important tenets of keeping true to Rule 2 is keeping good records. If something didn't, the rule of thumb in medicine is if it is not written down, it never happened. You can say that it did until you're blue in the face, but if it's not written down, it never happened. Keep good records. And regret whenever you keep poor records. Listen, Daniel, walls can be rebuilt, experiments can be redone, samples collected again, but your mind, you weren't yourself when you came back from the Gorkin. It's like you became a different person. Look at me. I need you to walk out of here as the man you were before you left for that trip. What do you mean different? How so? All right, citizen Luck. Oh my God. This is my fault. No, I'm not making fun of anything. This is my inability to read. All right? Nobody, All right, citizen Lokvitskaya. Lokvitskaya. It seems like it would be the case. Lokvitskaya? Well, correct me if I'm wrong. I do appreciate it. I always welcome the opportunity to learn. You wanted to make sure your father is alive and... What? Okay. Sorry. I just read the answers and was like, as you can see, we have not laid a finger on him, but discussing business with him? No, that's forbidden. That wasn't part of our agreement. Wrap it up. Father? Oh, right. Thank you for coming to see me, my darling daughter. I'm doing fine. Now be a dear and leave, both this place and the city. You're the founding father of Thanatica. They've accused me of failing to save the town, but my real crime is wanting to disrupt the order of things. Somehow the powers that be really need people to keep dying. Damn it all, Chief. Tell them whatever they want to hear if you must. They don't care what really happened out in the Gorgon. But no matter what you do, you have to be yourself when you walk out of here. Got it? Your own self. You keep saying that, as if I could walk out as you, Platin, or the Inspector. Well, you are worried about me personally. Please don't be. I'll make it out. Ah, geez, Seraphima, but is it really... I don't know. Is it really my mind that you're worried about? Do I really not have anything for day 6? Oh, okay, dear viewer, we're going to start this day right from the very raw. I've got no premeditating things in my mind map, and we're going to find out what happens on day 6. Okay. Day 6, which is not the end yet. Alright, so I assume that means that I managed to turn things around. Just for a little bit. Heron, you have nothing to tell me. I can loot my own things. We do have quite a nice few things to collect. We have something that can depress me. Let's see how it's looking. I still don't have enough patrolmen or orderlies, but what do we have that can help me? The chief thing is unrest is perfectly fine where it is. I need to reduce contagion. Pest control does a significantly good job. Good. Get rid of the rats. Medical inspections will continue as well. We'll get rid of contagion. And what is the question mark again? Halt the town clocks. I want to reduce the amount of contagion that's available. Protocol 5, I wish I could enact, but I cannot. And I see no need to actually do that. So we're going to go ahead and... protection from the Shabnak. At least we managed to go on to day 7. So let's see what we can do here. Alright. Great. Oh. Crap. Do I have... I do have some morphine. How are you doing today?
I'm afraid of a little use now.
You know, Dankovsky, when Alexander told me he'd assigned an outsider doctor to fight the plague, I questioned his decision. But now I see he was right. You're doing very well. I spoke to the rat prophet yesterday. So, can you now attest that I am not in fact losing my mind? I can. I see talking to him made quite an impression on you, but I'm here for a different reason today. I have a very delicate matter to discuss with you. You might have met the local children, the ones that neither live in the polyhedron nor run with Notkin's gang, I mean. Notkin! That was the name of the keepers. Yeah, I remember. Murky, Sticky, and there's another one, Shrimp, I think. Such funny names they have. Those children, yes. There's a problem. No one has seen them since yesterday. They're usually always around, but now they're just gone. Into thin air. I'm not the only one who noticed. My neighbors did too. Something's wrong. I was meaning to ask you to find out where they might be. Why are you so worried about other people's children all of a sudden? Not other people's children. There are these nasty rumors going around town about my daughter, Clara. People say she had something to do with their disappearance. It's not true, and I'm ready to testify under oath that Clara is innocent. So do you suspect anyone? If not Clara, then who? Are you familiar with Anna Angel? No, I've never heard of her. A horrible creature. People say many things about her. For example, that she was once part of a traveling theater troupe. She used to kidnap children and sell them. Are these suspicions all you have on her, or do you actually have proof of her involvement? I personally saw her talking to them in the hindquarters yesterday. The children were on the playground, and she came up and spoke to them, and then they disappeared. Frankly, that's not enough for a criminal case. Please talk to her. I'm really worried about the children. Today she was seen at Stomatin's pub. She goes there sometimes. All right, at the pub then. Fine, I'll pay her a visit. Okay, what do we have today? Georgia, schedule another meeting with me. Okay, so I think we're going to approach this in the usual way. But first, Eva, I need to talk to you. Oh, you spoke first. Usually you just approach me and wait for something. I can't talk about this with anyone else. I think I'm actually seeing the Shabnak. The Shabnak? The infected districts. I keep seeing the figure of a woman. Though I'm not even sure it is a woman. She's incomplete, broken, with legs made of bone, like Zaku. Again, that's going to be a, yeah, I will give you another tribute if you can get that reference. And when she digs her nails into the earth, they rip free as bones, too. There, I said it. It must be hard having to go to the infected district so often. But why are you rubbing your forehead like that? Are you ashamed of complaining to me? Don't be. Eva, you don't understand. I'm actually seeing her, not figuratively. I've lost my mind. The only qualified doctor in this town. The only, well, never mind. Bachelor Dankovsky, a pathetic madman. Why do you think you conjured up such an image? You answer, and it feels like you could have said something else, and for some reason, I was hoping you'd know for sure. If the Shabnak actually exists or not.
Maria says that people like you never dream. Is that true?
Yes. I think you're asking the wrong question. It's as if you're bothered by what exists and what doesn't, or by what others think. But the only thing that matters is you. The world will become what you see it as. Just observe, and it will bend or break. I mean, that's true. I mean, at least I can sympathize with this. I don't like that. I don't want to be the center of the universe. Learning about the world as it is enriches me. Well, that's a shame. A person can't transcend their humanity if they fear equating themselves to the entire world. That's not my opinion, of course. That's Simon's. An egocentric philosophy. But thank you for the amalgam. So yes, I think what we're going to do with the time that we have available... Aren't you the little girl that usually trades with me? What do you have to say today? Doctor, my schmouder broke down. It doesn't work anymore. Can you fix it? What's this schmouder? It cures the sand pest? You take some schmouder and you're right as rain. Just, your tummy aches a bit, and there's blood in your mouth. You have an Well, if your tummy aches and you're bleeding, it's definitely not right. Yes, you are. Could not be righter. Stasia got better. Red, too. Someone who took this medicine survived the sand pest? Can you take me to those patients? This was during the first outbreak. They died. Long time ago. Stasia left town and Red got crushed in a warehouse. Okay, did they both die or did the girl leave? Never mind. You don't actually see anyone who survived the plague, did you? Did too, just not with my own eyes. So you're saying you have some kind of remedy for the plague? Is that so? Catchfly and Crowfoot made it 5 years ago. There were others, but Catchfly and Crowfoot were the ones I know. You crush and mix all the pills, and you get Schmouder. It cures anything, even the sandpest, but it doesn't work no more. Alia swallowed it and died anyway. Can you fix it? You're a doctor. How intriguing. You played at curing the plague with a mix of crushed pills. Do you know which pills? I'm not Catchfly. She'd know. I doubt that you have played medicine has any effect, but I can't rule it out. Give me your Schmouder. I'll study it, my lad. Okay. I do have Schmouder, so let's analyze items. What do you got for me, little child? The Schmouder. A mixture of outdated, harmful, and intoxicating substances. Won't help against the sandpest, but will cause severe kidney and liver damage. Great stuff. What do we got? I hold a cure for the plague in my hands, at least what a tiny girl claims, and she asked me to verify it. Okay, little girl, I have analyzed it. Where's my Schmouder? Did you fix it? Tell me, girl, where did you get the Schmouder? Who told you it fights the plague? Everyone knows it fights the plague. Last time we beat the plague with Schmouders. The previous epidemic was, what, 5 years ago? Weren't you just a toddler then? Ask Matthew. He'll tell you. Oh, but I shouldn't have told you. He made me swear not to come to you. He promised to smash the windows in your hospital. He thinks you're a shoe-knack. Who is this Matthew? Did he give you the poisonous remedy? Matthew's my big brother. He throws stones real good. Hits a bullseye from 20 paces. It's Catchfly and Crowfoot who made the Schmouders. They're better than you. They beat the plague 5 years ago. Catchfly and Crowfoot, you say? Where do I find them? Not far from here, in the alley behind the theater. I don't know if Catchfly will make the Schmouders for you, though. She says you're a swindler who drains people's blood but doesn't help anyone. I just want to talk to her. Last thing I need is a poison being sold as a remedy. Destroy the cure for the plague without ever learning its properties? Is Berkey and the several children have jump up Schmouder. I hold a cure for the plague in my hands. At least that's what the kind of claims and asked me to verify it. Where did she get this mission? Even an adult's body won't withstand such side effects, let alone a child's. In the central district hides a children's laboratory from which dangerous medicines spread throughout the town. An inspector is coming to them now. Alright, so what we're going to do right now is... Well, actually, did I loot myself properly? Thank you for the plague stuff, child. Ooh, great! Ah, yes. Can I reload my prototype? Fantastic. Good. I will need that. I don't know who keeps supplying me, but you know what? I am grateful. Hello, Sabaruva. I can also loot myself for these items. Very good. We have 7 calomel. Oh, we are good to go. I know it's day 7 out of 12, but we are feeling quite generous with our supplies. Doesn't make a difference to the amount of bodies we got going on.
Superstitions aren't real.
Okay, here we go. We're going to go and talk to Georgie. Here we are. Okay, right. These are the things that I implemented in order to subdue the plague. But let me go talk to Georgie and see what Georgie has to say for today. Oh, what? You have a very myriad of people here, and an Odon. Such different people. Which one is the accused and who is the victim? Hi, Georgie. What do you got?
A soul is like a spring or a bowstring. The harder you pull, the further your thought reaches when you release.
Bachelor, you have come. I was not certain you would. Yet, as I see, you are in earnest about grasping Simon, about understanding his manner of thought. The accused are already waiting for us, but first answer me this. What do you believe in? Honestly, this is very true. Alas, by the 6th day in your town, I seem to believe in nothing at all anymore and to doubt everything. Doubt, as you surely recall, is the cornerstone of any judicial dispute. Today we shall decide the fate of 3 accused. Acting in collusion, they broke into a tailor's house and appropriated a number of valuable items. Lies. We found nothing worth taking in that hovel. The owner was at home, and he died of a ruptured heart in the very midst of the crime. At least you're not lying about that. He dropped dead on his own. Nothing to do with us. Then why would you break in if you yourself say it was a hovel worth nothing worth taking? That tailor was a miser, lived like dirt, but sat on piles of money, loved counting coins, hated spending them. The neighbor said he would be out, so I climbed in, and there he was, snoring in bed, that guy. He woke up, saw us, and then just started wheezing. Dropped dead right there. What good is the money now? What can you even buy with it? I was hungry, that's all. You lot at the town hall eat your fancy cuts and write your damn decrees. Well, I hadn't a crumb in my mouth 3 days. I even dug through the trash heaps. Nothing there neither. What will you say, bachelor? Are you capable of weighing the measure of their guilt upon your inner scales? How much doubt would you place upon them, and how much mercy? The 2 of them have spoken, but why is the Odong silent? Any mini zemi. I am guilty, Shaiki. He saw me, and Bardo crushed his heart with the hooves of her bulls. Any mini zemi. I am a disgrace. Be eki ez gay borzalab. The woman claims she came from money, but was using money in a town sealed under quarantine. I once came here because I believed in utopia. They promised a town that lives as one body, where everyone works for the future. And the tailor hid his money. That means he stole it from the town. I needed that money to keep building the utopia. So you meant to build a utopia at the tailor's expense? He earned that money to buy his own labor. No utopia gives you the right to take it. Simon truly did dream of building a town that would become a crucible. A town where different people and convictions would live in peace, complementing and enriching one another. He had oriented himself toward the truth of each individual, and for that he was respected by all, worms and signs alike. I mean, this is the very idea. I am also of the idea that utopias cannot feasibly exist because let's break it down into like let's exaggerate in order to prove a point. For example, I'm going to say I like dulce de leche ice cream. There are some people who don't like that ice cream. There are some people who are lactose intolerant. There are some people who just can't have dairy in its entirety. Now, what you need to do is make a dessert that satisfies all of those people. If you can do that, then you can make a utopia. But keep in mind that you have plenty of variables that go into it. What would the aesthetics look like? How many people would work towards it? What would a person earn from the sweat of their own brow? How much of what they earn should be spread amongst the others? How hungry should a person go? And more importantly, how hungry should a person allowed to be? It's a difficult thing to say. There are too many variables to actually make a true utopia. there are too many things that need to go into it, too many disagreeing opinions. For example, like, I don't know, it's a funny, I'll put it to you like this. It's an oversimplification that will actually tell you. You want a utopia? What color should it be? And if you can answer that question with, well, everybody that's going to be involved in that utopia, then perhaps you have a chance of building one. So I'm going to go ahead here and say, in a real crucible, chemical processes never cease, which means that harmony can never be achieved once and for all. Perhaps that is the very meaning of utopia? What do you think Simon would have done? How do you think he would have dealt with these people? How would he have resolved this dispute? Yeah. Release the Odun, feed the man, send the woman to a construction site somewhere. If she wishes to build a utopia, let her build it with her own hands. Victor would have called your approach differential, selective mercy, with a pinch of irony. I'm glad you did not strike rashly and apply the same measure to all. So what happens now? I have not decided yet. I'm still weighing their guilt upon my inner scales, and you, Bachelor, have helped me adjust those scales just now. Come the day after tomorrow, there will be another dispute for you, perhaps the last on the path to understanding Simon. I will be there, I promise. Am I wrong? I have no clue. All right. Once again, I go to Georgie's worktop to comprehend his brother's great mind. Local justice satisfies all parties, but has nothing in common with any notions of fairness. The town is a crucible where opposing ideologies are impossibly mixed. Only Simon knew how to fuse them together. All right. So we have done this, and excuse me, I'm just going to steal all of your stuff. What do you have? Belladonna. Oh, great. Stuff to help my prototype. Absolutely amazing. And let's see what else we have available today. I really do want to help the patients. You're 2 steps from the hospital, hides an underground. Okay, so what we're going to do, I think, because I know that the next time we play this game, I know that taking care of the patients is going to be an all-day affair. So what we're going to do is actually go into and explore the children's hospital. And while we go through here, let's see if this is where the Shabnak resides. I don't think so. It would be too obvious, I feel. Yes, so far, no screen stuttering, no anything. No clicking of the clock. Perhaps it is not this district. Perhaps we shall explore one in the north. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk to these chillin'. And see. Where are you, children? You're somewhere over here, are you not? You're not the children, are you? Almost. Perhaps you're behind this wall? They're in an alley behind the hospital. They're children. I don't know. You folks seem very conspicuous. Let me talk to you. Hold on. No, Shamil, don't you go in there. It's going to kill you. They say yesterday at the range it ripped a bull's spine right out. Now think how strong it ought to be to tear that spine just as easy as picking a flower. So you say it killed a bull. You reckon it's going to stop eating once we're out of bowls? No shot. Thank you for censoring yourself. A wild beast is always fixing to rip someone's throat. If we don't put it down, it's going to come to town. After all, children. Hey, I know you. You're that doctor that gave our town on a platter. Now tell us, doctor, we got a beast about all but roaming the streets, killing livestock. Why aren't you dealing with it? Sorry, what kind of beast? That's a wolf. A female, but she's huge. Like 20 feet tall or so. I've never seen anything like it. Wolf my butt, it's a bear, I'm telling you. You seen them claw marks? Paws huge as a skillet, and it roars like a bear too. I've heard it lives underground, digging them tunnels. It pulls you down, and then it picks your bones bare. I see. The bear-wolf mole, a most dangerous predator. That's 'cause scarcely anyone's seen it, and them who didn't live to tell. That thing is quick as a shiv. Before you know it, it'd be dragging you into its lair and gnawing on your spine. Nogging? Egg-nogging on your spine. That's why I'm telling Shamil, don't go to the cemetery. So, the beast has settled the cemetery. The train cemetery. It's out in the sticks, along with the rails past the station. The thing's even fixed itself a nest. We hear it every evening, howling at the moon, scratching back on its metal. And you intend to hunt it with sticks and pitchforks? You think it's funny, Doctor? Go on then, laugh. I've been laughing myself until I heard that ghastly howling with my own ears. Wherever this beast came from, it's going to slaughter us all, I'm telling you. All right, calm down. I'll inspect the train cemetery and determine the appropriate response. Maybe have patrolmen dispatched there if needed. All right, so it looks like we've discovered yet another quest. Day 6 is really unveiling itself to us, isn't it? All right. 2 steps from the hospital hides an underground children's laboratory. Okay, so it's underground. We need to find a way to go underground. Do we have like a sewer or something like that? So it said it was over here. Can I use my special eyes to determine it? No. Oh, I am dying, but I have so much calomel? Doesn't even matter. It feels very good to be able to laugh at death again. I mean, that's not exactly what we're doing, but, you know, still. Okay, hold on. So 2 steps from the hospital, you say. I do want to small the chemtrails. Where are you taking me? Where are you, what are you trying to tell me? Yes, it goes around. Is there an underground over here? What is it? 2 steps from the hospital. So that's the hospital. Do I have to search for it manually? Come on. What do you expect of me? What the hell are you all doing here? Sorry. I will address you all in a second. I will address you now. What are all the kinfolk doing here? Self-taught 2. Me self-appointed assistant. Understanding of medicine, quite remote. Little, what do we have?
Line, dot.
No!
Now you have a cootie shot.
Little, I told you never to say that to me ever again! My friends, good sirs, I beg of you, one at a time. One at a time or all at once, it does not matter. Bid end ireke yosgui baisan. We won't enter your house, Emshen, your house, Mukai and Unerte. Would you like to explain yourself, Little? What is this? Oh, Dr. Dankovsky, hello. I took the initiative here and invited these esteemed ladies and gentlemen for research purposes. But I've encountered some difficulties. You see, they refuse to set foot in the hospital. Oh... Well, and why, pray tell, are you trying to drag an entire crowd into the hospital? It's the orderly's job to bring in patients with intercurrent diseases. You shouldn't have to worry about that. How do I put it without sounding impertinent? Oh, I'll just say it, and you can scold me later. I want to test a hypothesis. Since the last outbreak, there have been rumors that stepfolk aren't affected by the sand plague, that they're more resistant than others. So I thought maybe we could use that to formulate our vaccine. We are born from the earth and live by the earth, Emshen. It protects us. Kamgalna. You severed ties with the earth long ago. That's why it takes you. Pulls you down, Aladag. Is your hypothesis based solely on rumors, or is there some substantiated data?
I've been questioning stepfolk here and there, and they insist that shepherds and brides never get infected. The older ones, while the young ones catch the plague. While the young catch the plague faster than anyone. They say old shepherds had bulls by their side for a long time, and something passes to them from the bulls as Bado's blessing. Apparently, younger people sometimes can't withstand this blessing. Go on, I'm genuinely curious. Oh, speaking my mind in front of you is outright terrifying, but I'll just have to soldier on. What if Bado's blessing isn't superstition, but a scientific fact? So I took it one step further. I started asking if anyone had seen a plague-infected bull, and what do you know? No one has. Bado loves her bulls, Shen. Bado's love is stronger than death. Bokanudum damdegui. Bulls use their horns to gore the plague. That's what Bado decreed. That's true. Maybe you stumbled upon something genuinely important, little. Well, I haven't managed to get a bull yet, and where would I even keep it? So for now, I'm trying to bring in shepherds and brides for testing. You can't even draw their blood, except them stop in the hospital. How do you plan to draw their blood? Our blood is not for you. Our blood is for Bado. There you go, just as I suspected. You probably have an easier time getting a bull to listen. You know, Doctor, in my wildest dreams, I'd take a bull and try to infect it with the plague. Then I'd observe what happens to a bull's body. Maybe we could get a vaccine that way. Not this one-day thing we have, but a real one. You've got it all mixed up, little. The word vaccine is, of course, related to cows. But when the first vaccine in history was invented, it was about infecting people with a cow disease, not the other way around. It's even more complicated than that. They infected a child, the barbaric ways of our ancestors, with the illness of a woman who had previously contracted cowpox. I was reading about it all night. But doctor, it seems our local plague doesn't affect the bovine. No one's even seen a sick bull. So if you and I infect one... You know what? I actually like this idea. If old shepherds really do get infected less often, maybe the bulls give them immunity somehow. What do you want with the bulls? Be oil gonod gweeb. I don't understand. Buos Vad is in charge of the bulls. All the bulls are his. You need to ask him nicely. Well, Gimsky will definitely demand an exorbitant price. No, we should ask someone else, like Barack. He's a local after all. So you'll handle us, getting us a bull, Doctor? Oh, lucky me. In the meantime, I'll prepare the plague shot. So we can, expose our test subject to the contagion at once. No need to rush. I have many other matters to attend to. The shot could spoil before I get to this. You have already decided you have other business, Erdem. Tell your Oyatan to let us go, to stop asking us to enter your house, to stop waiting for our blood. Give him the order. Good sirs and ladies, a bull is one thing, but your blood work can also be of great use. This is true. We can't make them do this, little, but if you think you can persuade them, by all means go ahead. All right. Shush, you're too loud. You hurt my brain. All right, so everyone, with that, and we start day 6, and we're covering a lot more mysteries that we have to uncover, I think it's time that we take a little break away from our playthrough of Pathologic 3. We are getting into day 6, and it seems like this is uncharted territory for Daniel and the rest of the town, considering I believe that, well, we all thought that we'd be dead by now. However, we're not. Thanks to my ingenious design. Or I just clicked a bunch and then kind of hoped for the best and kind of stumbled into victory. Either way, that's for you to judge, but regardless,
The next time we play Pathologic 3 will be on Tuesday. I don't know what day of the week that is, but it's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We probably won't see each other tomorrow. Well, we definitely won't see each other tomorrow and Saturday, so I wish you an incredibly lovely weekend. But please join us Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time as we continue our Sunday Scary series with Darkwood. We have some very fun things to explore in that town, and honestly, well, I might not be totally understanding of the situation, but we might be nearing the end of that playthrough. Could be, not entirely sure. But either way, thank you so much for today's viewing. Hope to see you in the next stream, and everyone, enjoy your lovely evening and weekend. Bye-bye.